Now you're probably wondering, okay, I'm an engineer, what qualifies me to tell you guys about public speaking, right? So I was able to get this Toastmaster of the Year award for all the work that I've done and putting on workshops just like this and different things. When two people walk in the room, there's usually two types of people. I can walk in and say, hello, how are you doing? Good morning, nice to meet you, nice to meet you. Hi, yeah, we need to catch up. There's that type of person, and there's a person that's a little bit more reserved, kind of scopes the room, finds that one person that they may know and just talks to them. Now, for first glance, who would you think is the better communicator or speaker? Be honest. Right. Well, not necessarily. You think about those things when you think about personalities, because you think they're extroverts, so they're a better speaker, leader. Can introverts be great leaders, or are they just more of an individual contributor? And what about an ambivert? Has anybody ever heard of that phrase? That's the person that is combined extrovert and introvert. For me, I'm pretty much in between. I practice, and you can communicate better and well all the time. And what about the people who they say, well, I'm just gonna wing it. In your professional career, how does winging work? Does that really work well? I see you laughing. Why is that funny?
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work?
It doesn't work.
What usually happens when you wing it?
And you just stutter. You cannot say what you want to say. I mean.
Right. So it's very important to prepare. Now, what about how to tell a great story? Of course, you have a great intro. Now, if you think about intros, you think about the fairy tale stories we heard growing up, or Christmas stories, like it was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Now, what about a climax? Then we heard a loud bang, boom! Santa fell down, and he said, ouch! That's the climax. And then there's a message. Although Santa fell down, he was still able to give all the gifts to everybody in the neighborhood. The message is, now you know Santa's coming to your house. Can you not put something in the middle of the floor to pick it up? And the call, that's a definite call to action. Now, we can tell that when I was telling the story, I used different inflections and tones. Your voice matters. It speaks with confidence. So what if I did like this? Hi, class. How are you guys doing? I'm so glad you joined us. Do you see that it affected my voice versus if I did like this? Stand up. The question is, what brought you to this session, and what do you expect to learn from this session? You ready? Yes.
So I came to this session because it was on the schedule. And so from the session, not only do I want to learn from the instructor, but also learn from the people that attend this course. Learn about their careers, about their career choices.
Happiest when I can fill in the blank. Ready? 2 minutes.
Oh, I could talk about a lot of things that make me happy. Food is, I'm a foodie. Part of my battle with life is that you accept the things that you love and that you're not going to change. So that just means I have to work out more or become friends with someone who actually goes to the gym. Because right now I walk by the gym. I do have a membership though. That's half the battle. So.
You talk about a subject that's related at hand, but not necessarily it. That's what we do for debate.
Okay. So if I say, so Nick, how much money do you make?
I may not necessarily make the most money, but I work for so on and so forth. And then I talk about where I work instead of talking about how much I make.
Or you can say, you know, the other day they had a salary survey for our profession, and I'm in that salary range.
Yeah.
Take as much training that you need. For me, negotiation, branding, all those type of things. And I would say what you want to do the most is your online profiles, make them as polished and professional as possible. Don't try to do everything at once, which can be very overwhelming. So decide whether, okay, this 6 months I'm going to work on branding, this 6 months I'm going to work on legal. You want to make sure that legal is up front. So just put it in segments. Don't try to do everything else. Now, find your story, share your story. And you talked about challenges. I could have said, oh, I've been the greatest speaker ever, forever. But that wouldn't be inspiring. The reality is I had presentations I did not do well, performance reviews I didn't have very well. But sharing that empowers me. because it shows, well, I'm a regular person, and then I've overcome these challenges, and this is where I am today.
Would you do it again? Switch careers?
I know, yeah. I don't think we're living in a time where everybody's going to be the same career forever, like our great-great-grandparents who had something for 30, 40 years.
I learned a new term today, ambivert. And I'm one of those people that falls into that. I can be an introvert just as easily as I can be an extrovert. It takes some effort for me to be an extrovert, but I can definitely be both, depending on the situation. And if I find an environment where I can be comfortable, I definitely learned today that I can actually step up if I feel comfortable and safe in that venue and environment.